The meadow woke slowly each morning, covered in mist and quiet routines. Ashen the mule deer grazed near the trees, careful not to disturb anyone. He was known as steady and thoughtful, never quick to judge and never eager to speak. Other animals trusted him because he never exaggerated and never joined arguments. Ashen believed that if everyone minded their own steps, the ground would stay firm beneath them. The animals lived by unspoken agreements. The boars guarded the deeper forest paths. The rabbits kept lookout near the fields, and the magpies carried news from place to place. Nothing was written, but everything was remembered. Ashen stayed outside these exchanges. He listened when spoken to, nodded when needed, and returned to his quiet grazing. One evening, as the sun lowered, a young doe approached him. She was nervous and spoke in short bursts. She said the boars had begun closing paths that others used for water. Claiming it was for safety, she asked Ashen if he thought it was fair. Ashen hesitated. He knew the boars had grown more controlling, but he also knew how easily words could become weapons. After a pause, he answered gently. He said fairness weakened when fear made decisions. It was a single thought, spoken softly, meant only to ease her worry. A magpie perched above them heard every word. By morning, the meadow sounded different. Whispers followed Ashen as he walked. The magpies had reshaped his thought into an accusation. They chirped that Ashen was calling the boars tyrants. By midday, the rabbits repeated that he was stirring doubt. By night, the story had hardened into certainty. No one came to ask what he meant. It was easier to accept the version that explained growing tension. The boars were proud and suspicious by nature. When they heard, they did not confront Ashen. They closed more paths and stationed themselves closer to the meadow. Their silence felt like judgment. Ashen noticed fewer greetings. When he approached the stream, others left. Still, he said nothing. He believed clarity would come on its own. Days passed, then weeks. The meadow grew tense. Water roots became crowded, tempers short. When a rabbit was injured in a scuffle near the stream, Blaine needed direction. The magpies reminded everyone of Ashen's words. The idea settled quickly. A calm animal made a perfect hidden threat. Ashen was finally called before the clearing. Animals gathered in loose circles, careful not to stand too close to him. He felt smaller under their eyes. He spoke slowly, repeating his original thought. But each sentence was met with remembered versions that sounded louder than his own voice. His honesty seemed thin against weeks of shared assumption. The decision was delivered without anger. Ashen was told to leave the meadow until peace returned. No time was given. No conditions were explained. It was framed as necessary, not cruel. Ashen left before dawn. The forest beyond the meadow was unfamiliar and harsh. Paths were narrow, food scarce. Other herds saw him as an outsider and moved away. Seasons changed. His strength faded. He thought often of the moment he spoke, wondering when caution became guilt. One winter morning, weakened and alone, Ashen lay down beneath bare branches and did not rise again. In the meadow, life continued. Paths reopened slowly. The boars relaxed their guard. The magpies found new stories. Sometimes, when the wind moved through the grass just right, a few animals remembered the deer who never caused trouble. By then, remembering changed nothing. Let this be a warning to the audience. When words are twisted and silence is mistaken for guilt, even honest thoughts can become a sentence. Truth ignored does not disappear, but it often arrives too late to save the innocent.